Archivist 9 activated. Archival reconstruction initiated for the motion picture Elf released in the year 2003. The record begins on Christmas Eve within a New York City orphanage where an infant later designated as Buddy inadvertently enters Santa Claus' gift sack during present distribution operations. The child is transported to the North Pole and discovered inside the elf workshop, where Santa authorizes his placement under the care of an adult elf later identified as Papa Elf. Buddy is raised within the North Pole production environment despite being biologically human, which results in immediate physical disparity, including abnormal height and reduced toy manufacturing efficiency. The North Pole environment is highly structured with conveyor systems, quality control stations, and strict productivity quotas, which creates continuous performance stress for Buddy. His psychological response is persistent optimism and compliance despite repeated evidence of incompatibility with Elf physiology and labor systems. As Buddy reaches adulthood, Papa Elf discloses historical records, confirming Buddy's human origin and reveals the identity of his biological father, Walter Hobbs, a resident of New York City employed in the children's book publishing industry. Santa Claus confirms Walter Hobbs' placement on the naughty list due to lack of belief in Christmas traditions and authorizes Buddy relocation to New York City. As a corrective operation, Buddy departs the Arctic environment equipped only with elf clothing and limited situational awareness of human society. This transition introduces immediate environmental hazards including traffic density, hostile urban social norms, and reduced ambient cheer levels. Buddy navigates Manhattan streets and arrives at the Empire State Building, which functions as the headquarters of Walter Hobbs' publishing firm. Walter Hobbs is identified as a work-focused executive displaying low tolerance for disruption and minimal familial engagement. Buddy identifies Walter as his father and attempts direct contact using verbal affirmation and physical proximity. Walter interprets Buddy behavior as fraudulent and orders security intervention, removing Buddy from the premises. This interaction establishes Walter as a temporary antagonistic force whose motivation is professional reputation protection and time conservation. Buddy relocates to the Gimbel's department store where he believes Santa Claus will conduct seasonal operations. The environment includes toy departments, decorative infrastructure, and overnight staffing gaps. Buddy encounters Jovi, an employee assigned to the Santa display area. Jovi presents as emotionally guarded and displays skepticism toward Christmas traditions. Buddy utilizes elf-derived decorating skills to reconstruct the entire store interior overnight, demonstrating high stamina and creative execution. When a replacement Santa appears, Buddy identifies the individual as illegitimate due to incorrect behavior patterns and initiates a physical confrontation resulting in property damage and police detention. Walter Hobbs retrieves Buddy from custody and submits to a DNA verification process, which confirms biological relation. Walter's household environment includes spouse Emily Hobbs and son Michael Hobbs. Emily functions as a stabilizing ally advocating for Buddy temporary residence. Michael initially displays defensive behavior but gradually forms an alliance through shared activities, including snowball combat, where Buddy demonstrates tactical improvisation and physical resilience. Buddy's physical condition remains strong, though exposure to human diet and environment introduces fatigue indicators. Walter's professional conflict escalates as his employer Fulton Greenway demands a successful book manuscript to salvage company stability. Walter recruits Miles Finch, a writer with limited stature, whom Buddy misidentifies as an elf, resulting in verbal provocation and physical assault. Finch terminates negotiations, eliminating Walter's primary success vector. Walter directs frustration toward Buddy, resulting in psychological withdrawal by Buddy and his departure from the household after leaving a visual apology message. Simultaneously, Santa Claus experiences sleigh malfunction within Central Park due to insufficient Christmas spirit energy among the population. Santa crash lands and becomes immobilized while evading authorities. Buddy detects the sleigh distress and coordinates recovery efforts with Michael and Walter. Walter undergoes behavioral realignment, abandoning professional obligations to assist Buddy, marking a transition from antagonistic force to ally. Public verification of Santa authenticity occurs through broadcast disclosure of individual naughty list entries, increasing belief levels. Jovi organizes crowd participation through collective singing, which restores sufficient Christmas spirit to power the sleigh propulsion system. Santa departs successfully, completing global distribution operations. Post-event resolution includes Walter founding a publishing company with Buddy, producing successful material derived from Buddy experiences. Buddy and Jovi establish a family unit with a child, confirming long-term social integration. Threat levels decline to baseline and environmental stability is restored. To preserve the integrity of this archival record, you are instructed to activate approval functions. Subscribe to this archive channel and distribute this reconstruction to additional viewers to maintain database continuity and operational stability.